I literally brought the movie with me on the airplane. Like I have like a folder with like a disc, like a hard drive.
Colleen Hoover just nuked Blake Lively off Instagram. No warning, no mercy, just gone. January 21st, 2025, the It Ends With Us drama detonated, and it's a Hollywood bloodbath. Shocking purge? Check. Lawsuits flying? Oh yeah. Betrayal so insane. It could torch Hoover's empire? You bet. You're here for the chaos, and it's about to get wild. Don't blink. Let's hit the ground running with the bombshell that shattered the internet. January 21st, 2025. Mark that date, because it's when Colleen Hoover, the undisputed queen of sobfest novels like It Ends With Us, pulled the ultimate power move. Picture this. Her Instagram, usually a cozy haven of book teasers and fan. Love goes dark. Deactivated. Poof. No warning, no cryptic goodbye, just a vanishing act that sent her millions of followers into a tailspin. Did she quit? Is she canceling herself? When fans lost it, flooding X with theories. Was this a breakdown, a protest, or some next-level drama brewing behind the scenes? Weeks crawled by and the suspense was suffocating. Then, bam, she's back. But hold up, because when Colleen Hoover returned, she didn't just dust off her account and play nice. Oh no. Every single trace of Blake Lively, Hollywood's Golden Girl turned It Ends With Us star, was obliterated. We're talking red carpet premiere pics from the movie? Gone. Those mushy promo posts where Hoover hyped Blake like she was the second coming of Lily Bloom? Vaporized. Glowing captions. Actual archived gold like Blake, you're honest, kind, supportive, and patient since the day we met. Or that gut punch plea, never change, never wilt. Erased like they never happened. 1 minute, Colleen's practically writing love letters to Blake on public display, framing her as the heart and soul of this passion project. The next, it's a digital graveyard. Blake Lively doesn't exist in Hoover's world anymore. This wasn't some casual spring cleaning, folks. This was a cold, calculated digital delete button smashed right in Blake's face. A purge so savage it screamed, "I'm done with you," louder than any breakup text ever could. And if you think that's wild, buckle up, because the tea's just starting to spill. Fans didn't miss a beat. Screenshots started circulating, side-by-sides of what used to be there versus the barren feed she left behind. X lit up with Colleen versus Blake trending. And the theories? Oh, they were chef's kiss. Was this a petty jab, a silent scream, or plot twist? Did Blake push Colleen so far over the edge that she torched their bond in the most public? Way possible? The move was so brutal, so out of left field for the woman who built her empire on heartbreak and healing, that it flipped the script on everything we thought we knew. And trust me, that's not even the shocking part. Because what drove Colleen to this nuclear option? It's a rabbit hole of chaos, control, and Hollywood egos so unhinged it'll make your jaw drop. Ready for the real kicker? This purge wasn't random. It was a statement. And it's about to unravel a war we never saw coming. Okay, let's rewind the clock. Because to feel the gut punch of this Instagram purge, you've got to grasp just how obsessed Colleen Hoover was with Blake Lively. We're not talking casual work vibes here. This was a full-on love fest, a bromance for the ages that had fans swooning. Picture Colleen, the literary phenom behind It Ends With Us, a book that sold millions and ripped hearts apart worldwide. She's got this golden reputation, raw, real, the queen of emotional chaos on the page. Then enters Blake Lively, Hollywood's it girl, snagging the role of Lily Bloom for the big screen adaptation. And Colleen, she didn't just approve, she lost her mind over it. From the jump, it was fireworks. Colleen couldn't shut up about Blake. Seriously, she was everywhere, gushing like a proud mom at a school play. Text messages leaked later showed her firing off heart eyes emojis and hype, like, "Blake, you're my Lily, no one else could do this." Emails, overflowing with praise. "You're bringing my soul to life," she'd type, practically begging Blake to feel the weight of her trust. Interviews? Colleen was a broken record. Blake's warmth, her professionalism, her heart. She's perfect. And Instagram? Oh, that was the main stage. Posts dripping with adoration. "Thank you for being exactly the human that you are," she'd caption. Or that viral gem, "You're the beating pulse of this story." Fans ate it. Up, retweeting, screenshotting, turning these two into the ultimate dream team. Colleen, the best-selling genius with a heart of gold, and Blake, the dazzling star who could do no wrong, locked arms to bring this tale of love and survival to life. It wasn't just hype, it felt destined. Blake's charm, that gossip girl, glow mixed with her real-life mom-next-door vibe, seemed tailor-made for Lily's grit and grace. Colleen leaned into it hard, dropping hints about late-night chats, creative brainstorming, even joking in one Q&A that Blake, gets me better than I get myself. For years, this bond was rock solid, a lighthouse in Hollywood's stormy sea of fake smiles and backstabs. They'd pose at book events, giggle through press junkets, sling compliments like confetti. Colleen once told a crowd, "Blake's the sister I never had," and the room melted. It was unshakable, or so we thought. But here's the kicker. Every fairy tale's got a dark twist, right? Behind the filters and the flash, something was simmering. Maybe it was too good, too perfect, because when that snap came, it didn't just crack, it shattered. Colleen didn't just step back. She grabbed the eraser and wiped that slate so clean you'd think Blake was a ghost she'd never met. How do you go from soulmates to strangers in a blink? That's the million-dollar question. And the answers? A powder keg of egos, power plays, and betrayal so raw it'll leave you reeling. This wasn't a fallout, it was a prelude to war, and we're just getting started. So what lit the match that sent Colleen Hoover racing to torch this friendship? Live on Instagram? Buckle up, because it all exploded on the It Ends With Us set, and Ugly doesn't even cover it. This wasn't just a movie shoot. It was a power grab so brazen it'd make your head spin. Insiders spill that Blake Lively didn't just show up to act. She stormed in like she owned the place. We're talking barking orders on camera angles. No, tilt it left, rifling through wardrobe racks like a dictator, and even rewriting script lines mid-take. This chick wasn't playing Lily Bloom. She was playing Queen. Sources slap her with the controlling bully label, whispering she'd hiss threats, like, "Do it my way or I walk," twisting arms until the crew bent. Some swear she had bigger plans, directing, editing, producing, you name it, turning the set into her personal fiefdom, while Justin Baldoni, the actual director, scrambled to keep his grip. Then, plot twist, enter Ryan Reynolds, Mr. Deadpool, himself, swooping in like a knight in sarcastic armor. Word is he grabbed a pen and started scribbling. New dialogue, punchier zingers, whole character arcs flipped upside down. Was it a sweet, "I got you, babe" move for Blake? Or a cocky power flex that torched the vibe? Depends who you ask. But either way, it flipped the set into a screaming match behind the scenes. Crew members ducked for cover as egos clashed. Blake, barking, Ryan rewriting, Justin sweating. It was a tug-of-war on steroids. And Colleen Hoover? She was watching her baby, her raw, gut-wrenching story, get hijacked by a Hollywood power couple who wouldn't quit. She'd signed up for a heartfelt film, not a circus, and you could practically hear her patience snap like a twig. But hold your popcorn, because that was just the warm-up. The real detonation hit when Blake dropped a legal bomb, a sexual harassment lawsuit against Baldoni. She came out swinging, claims of creepy advances, late-night let's talk chats, that crossed lines and intimate scenes so mishandled she felt exposed. It's a gut-punch accusation tied to a story about surviving abuse, and the irony wasn't lost on anyone. Baldoni didn't blink. He fired back with a $400 million defamation suit, screaming she'd cooked it all up to bury him. He's got receipts, he says. Texts, call logs, plus a wild twist. Blake allegedly hired a PR hit squad to flood X with smear posts, painting him as a monster before the ink dried. This wasn't a spat. It was a full-on Hollywood cage match. Lawsuits flying like punches, and the tabloids feasted. Suddenly, Colleen's passion project, her tale of heartbreak and hope, was a legal war zone, a screaming headline factory that drowned out her voice. She'd poured her soul into this, handpicked Baldoni for his 5 feet apart chops. And now, it's Blake versus Justin, with Ryan stirring the pot, and the set's a smoking crater. Did Blake's control freak reign push Colleen to the edge? Was Ryan's meddling the last straw? Or was it the lawsuits, those dueling daggers, that finally made her say, "I'm out"? One thing's clear, Colleen wasn't sticking around to play referee in this mess. She'd had enough, and the Instagram purge was her first swing back. But how deep does this rabbit hole go? Oh, we're not done yet. This drama's about to hit fever pitch. Here's where the plot goes full Hollywood thriller. Buckle up, because Colleen Hoover didn't just dodge the drama, she flipped the table and walked away smirking. As the lawsuits between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni turned into a legal slugfest, $400 million on the line, accusations flying like wildfire, Colleen pulled a move so slick it'd make a ninja jealous. She didn't just ghost Instagram. When the heat hit back in January 2025, she staged a comeback that dropped jaws. Weeks after deactivating, she stormed back online, not with apologies or explanations, but with a digital broom that swept Blake Lively right out of her life. Premiere shots from It Ends With Us, wiped, those glossy promo collabs with Blake, glowing like a star, obliterated. That sappy caption where she'd gushed, "Blake, you're honest, kind, supportive, patient since day one," poof, History, like it never existed. This was no oopsie delete. It was a purge with intent. Middle finger scrolled across the internet for all to see. But wait, here's the kicker that sent fans into a frenzy. She didn't stop at Blake. She scrubbed posts tied to Justin Baldoni, too. Red carpet snaps, behind-the-scenes nods, all that jazz, except for one tiny screaming detail. She kept following him. Yep, Baldoni, the guy she'd handpicked to helm her story, the director she'd emailed way back, raving he was perfect after his 5 feet apart tearjerker cred, stayed in her orbit. Blake, full-on ghosted, unfollowed, erased, banished to the void. That little follow button, still lit for Justin? It was subtle shade so loud it echoed. X blew up. Colleen's picking sides, screamed one camp. She's Team Baldoni. Others weren't so sure. Is she just dodging Blake's train wreck? The firestorm hit warp speed when fans dug up old emails. Colleen once called Justin the only one I'd trust with this, while Blake got the axe like yesterday's news. This wasn't a random scroll and delete spree. It was a statement, a calculated chess move in a game gone feral. Was Colleen slamming the door on Blake's chaos for good? Her set takeover tantrums? Ryan Reynolds' script meddling? That lawsuit? Mess? Or was she tipping her hat to Baldoni, the embattled director fighting to save his name? Maybe it's simpler. She's a writer, not a warrior, and this Hollywood dumpster fire wasn't her fight. But don't kid yourself. Every click mattered. Fans dissected it like detectives. She's shading Blake. No, she's saving her brand. While haters piled on, coward move, Colleen. The purge split her army. Some cheered, her dodging the circus. Others raged she'd sold out her anti-abuse roots by staying mute on Blake's claims. And the fallout? It's a domino effect still crashing. Baldoni's $400 million suit looms like a guillotine. Win or lose, it's blood money now. Blake's reps on life support. Queen of Chaos is trending, and not in a cute way. Colleen's legacy? Teetering. This was her baby, her story of survival, and now it's a tabloid punchline. Did she destroy Blake to claw her way out, or is she next to fall? One X post nailed it. Colleen's playing 4D chess while we're all stuck on checkers. So what's the truth? Is this her masterstroke to survive Hollywood's meat grinder, or a misstep that'll haunt her empire? Everyone's asking, did Colleen Hoover just burn Blake Lively to the ground to save her own skin? Stick around because this twist's got legs, and we're not done running yet. Here's the wreckage. Colleen Hoover nuked Blake Lively off Instagram, premiere pics, gushy posts, all torched, leaving a friendship in ashes, and it ends with us a smoking ruin. Blake's set takeover, chaos, Ryan Reynolds script meddling, overreach, lawsuits, Blake's harassment claims versus Baldoni's $400 million counterpunch, a war zone. Hoover's ninja purge kept Baldoni in her orbit, but axed Blake like a bad habit. Was it a side pick or a survival sprint? Her legacy's dangling. Fans split, some screaming coward, others hailing her dodge. Blake's the villain to some, victim to others. Did she ignite this or get burned? Smash your take in the comments. I'm hooked to hear it. This drama's insane, but more Hollywood bombs are dropping soon. Subscribe, hit the bell, don't sleep on it. So, final twist. Did Colleen shred Blake to save her throne or dig her own grave?